What's going on, everybody? It is I, Alex McCarthy. SP3 is alongside me. I'm dreading this show, so I can't imagine why you're tuning in. But welcome nonetheless. We are going to be watching Santa with Muscles. Oh, my camera being changed.
Why are we doing
Santa
this?
with Muscles. Hulk Hogan special. You know what's it was crazy about this? It came out in 1996, the height of the NWO.
It was probably like right before he came back and turned heel.
Well, he would have filmed it.
Yeah,
he would have filmed it before that. But then when he was red hot and the NWO was the hottest thing in the world, the film came out around Christmas, right? And maybe
you don't have a Christmas jumper on and it's hot. I might change right now because I don't feel right. I'm the only one with a Christmas jumper and it's freaking hot in my house right now. I'm dying right now. All right.
Do what you're going to do. Take it off. We already did a... you're not giving us a sexy show? You've teased everyone. You've teased the whole gang. But we did do the Christmas jumper stuff last week, right? So I feel like we've played our part there. Welcome, everybody. We are going to be watching Santa with Muscles for some obscure reason. Probably is going to be an hour and a half of my life that I cannot get back. And that is going to set us on our way to Christmas. We're not going to be doing any star ratings tonight unless SB3 wants to star rate this movie.
I will star rate it for you guys, ladies and gentlemen.
I'm just thinking of the criteria and stuff like the finish. Can't imagine the finish of Santa with Muscles is going to blow us away, but nonetheless, that is great. Thank you for joining us. ITR Clips, is the home of Monday Night Live. We are here every Monday, normally 9 p.m. actually, but we're at 8 p.m. tonight because we are doing the watch along. and you should join us every week. Give us a thumbs up, like, share, subscribe, all of that good stuff. It helps out. We appreciate everybody, all the regulars that make their way to the show. Without further ado, SB3. Now, I presume, right, I will play it from my laptop so that the people can hear what's going on, right? It won't be too loud, and we will just discuss as what we see.
Couldn't we just play it on screen? It's on YouTube. It's kind of like if you're reviewing a YouTube video.
Can we play it on screen?
I don't know. I don't know who was the producer for the movie. They might try to copyright claim us, but
they might.
Yeah.
I mean, it's not in our back end.
It's all good. It's all good.
So I don't think it's been loaded for us to just have on screen. If Ollie wants to get involved with that, he is more than welcome. But yeah, it's. I mean, do you want to be in sync? Are you going to play at your end or?
Yeah, I'm going to see if I can play it on my end here.
All right.
It's on YouTube, isn't it?
No, I've got it. Don't you worry about that.
Where is it? Where is it on at? I don't know.
I'll send
is it on YouTube? Okay.
Yeah. I'll send you the link. Just banging around for free on YouTube. Of course it is.
Absolutely. Because why would anyone pay to see this?
According to Wikipedia, right? Do you know this film? Do you want to guess what this film grossed at the box office?
What did this critically acclaimed movie gross at the box office?
Yes, tell me. What do you think?
I'm gonna say it grossed $10 million. I'm being generous.
It wishes it grossed $10 million. Listen, I don't know what Hogan got paid for this, but Christ, it well exceeded what the movie made. So they're in a hole. No wonder they're on YouTube for free. This movie made $220,000.
Wow, straight to DVD. To be fair, so I guess we can't judge it that badly. I don't know.
Was it straight to DVD though?
Wasn't it? I thought it was straight to DVD. It was a straight to DVD movie. I thought we established that last week.
It was released for 2 weeks in cinemas, as a matter of fact. SP3 didn't go great.
I would say it was not a rousing success.
No, I would agree. Right, I'm gonna press play on the count of 3. You ready, SP3?
All right, 1,
2, 3. There it is.
There we go.
Are you gonna keep yours on mute though?
Yeah, I have mine on mute.
All right,
so I can hear it from your end.
A hot start.
Spellbinding. Hulk Hogan, lead actor. Look.
There's like pyro.
Yeah,
in this kid's garden.
It's like, what's going on? Santa with muscle.
You can't buy those graphics either, by the way. Look at that. They didn't skimp any money there.
You got Ed Bagley, Don Stark, Robin Curtis, Clint Howard, and creepy Mila Kunis. There we go.
Is that her voice?
I know. I see her name. I was like,
you would presume,
maybe that's her name.
You're not. Oh no, Mr. Frost isn't mean.
Garrett Morris, the goat, Garrett Morris.
The goat, come on.
That's the only reason I'm watching this movie, y'all. Garrett Morris is in it.
Listen, this little girl is not.
That is not Mila Kunis.
No, that's not Mila Kunis speaking.
That might be the 4th Olsen twin, or Olsen twin's sister.
Oh no, the shenanigans are putting this down.
Oh, everywhere we go, everywhere there's a place. There's somebody who needs you. When Santa's lost out there. Here we go.
Oh, it's the Hulkster, baby.
It's the Hulkster with his little comb over, with
What a
his
start.
movie comb over.
What a start for Hulk Hogan. He's creeping in the bushes.
I thought he was Suburban Commando for a minute there.
No bald spot for the Hulkster, by the way. It's a great head of hair at this
Yeah,
point.
yeah, he got the comb over.
Yeah.
The classic Hogan movie comb over.
Oh no, he's creeping up on someone.
Look at it.
Oh,
Look at
he
the
stopped
skills. Look at the skills.
He stopped that 2x4 and he's beating the crap out of this gardener. Oh no. And he's
Big curb stomp to the back.
big. He's got army get up on as well for some obscure reason at Christmas.
He's dressed like that black guy in that one storyline from SmackDown versus Raw where Cena was feuding with MVP.
A chef came running at him from maybe 40 yards away.
And then we got a gardener.
Whoa!
How do I know it's the gardener? Is because they are dressing him like he is a gardener. And then we have the limo driver.
Oh, here he is. Why are they all attacking him from a great distance? So
I have no idea what is going on right now.
Hogan also took like it was essentially like a black mass to the face there.
Yes.
He no-sold it completely.
Oh, we have a second gardener. And he's gonna. Wow, he took a second to admire the breakfast before using a metal plan to attack him.
This is a deeply stacked house.
Oh my god.
There's a real roster.
Why are they so close to him?
Why? Hogan is surrounded by various amenities.
Apparently, this is people that work for him.
These are all his pals that he's just beating the crap out of.
Mm.
What a twist.
Wow. Blake's Way.
Oh, God.
Wow. Do we have to watch this whole thing?
I want to check out already. This is terrible.
I looked at the time. I was like, 4 minutes, 36 seconds. Okay.
Oh, I thought at least half an hour had gone by. At least. Kenny wasn't wrong.
No.
Hogan stinks.
I'm sorry. Unless there's like nostalgia, I can't watch any Hulk Hogan movies.
How old Hogan here?
I could watch Mr. Nanny again because of nostalgia. I will see that still in my 6-year-old form when I first saw it. But this, I can't do it.
Hogan was 43 at this point.
Yeah.
No. Yeah, he was.
Yeah. Crazy that he went to WCW when he was 40 and had the run that he.
Yeah. And then he had like the run of his career.
Mm-hmm.
Not the run of his career, you know what I mean?
Yeah. But something that people make comparable. Yeah, comparable to his hottest run.
Yeah. As soon as I said that left my mouth, I thought,
yeah, like, oh, let me get that back. Let me get that back. For all the bad things I say about Hogan, you would be hard pressed to find anyone who had a bigger run as both a babyface and a heel.
No. And then the renaissance he had in the early 2000s as well in that babyface role.
Yeah. Yeah.
What's he meant to be in this film? Like, he's got all this stuff. He's paintballing and shit. What is he?
He was probably on set when Eric Bischoff called him up to turn heel and join the NWO. He was probably on this set making this trash movie. He just shot someone at point blank range with a pink gun.
Like, he doesn't say, I haven't even heard him say brother yet. It's taking me out.
No, he doesn't really say brother in his movies, except for No Holds Barred.
That's right. He reserves him for the special one.
Absolutely, because he was Rip him.
Oh, the forehead on this bloke. Christ.
Jesus.
Totally
I've seen him in so many movies, yet still don't know his name.
Totally uncalled for, that forehead. Prince starts it as a crown.
That man ain't got a forehead, he got a 11 head.
I wish people could see, like, why has this man not gone bald? Why is he not just shaking it all off? What's he doing?
I mean, to be fair, he's making a movie with Hulk Hogan, who is known for that.
Now listen, there you go.
This man's still rocking the blonde hair to this day.
To this day.
To this day.
We can't watch this for. We can't.
No, I don't know.
This is so bad.
I don't know how we're gonna do it, ladies and gentlemen. I honestly just want to talk about like Hulk Hogan's career more than I want to talk about. I want to watch this movie.
He's paintballing the police now with very little repercussions.
The North Pole, 5 miles ahead. The North Pole.
5 miles from LA, the North Pole, is it?
Wow. Why does this movie have 944 likes on this link that you sent me? I'm gonna read the comments honestly at this point.
Way too many.
A story as old as time. This is the pinnacle of cinema.
Yeah, this has been on YouTube for 8 years, and it's had 113,000 views. For free.
I don't care what anybody says. I love this movie. Let's see what the replies to that comment said. Me too. Another one says, same. This is one of my favorite Christmas movies growing up because it was under the free movie tab on demand. Someone else says, me too. This movie makes me laugh so much I'm practically in tears. And the next person says, people who have a limited sense of humor and take movies like this too seriously can never appreciate a movie like this. This is one of the best Christmas movies out there.
That's got to be Hulk Hogan himself.
No, this is multiple people, Alex. This is multiple people talking about this.
The Hulkster's got loads of accounts. I'm telling you.
Having a whole conversation with himself.
Hulk Hogan doing his own stunts with his little forward roll there.
Someone says, YouTube, oh man, YouTube just became way more awesome because now we have Santa with muscles.
No.
The movie that changed Hulk Hogan to Hollywood Hogan.
I mean, technically, it's true.
It's true, though.
Technically, it's true.
Oh my God, we got one person. Steel. I'm gonna start reading the names of these people. Steel String D 2018 says this is good. ... But how much do you guys love the Air Bud cinematic universe?
Well, you know what? What we should have done is we should have let the people that are watching us right now start this at the same time, so we could all witness this terribleness. Like for anybody, for the few of you that are watching it, I really understand.
You need to put it. You gotta put the link. Put the link in the chat for them. To suffer as well if they like. I'm going
to pause yours for a second, SP3.
Okay, I'm at 11:22.
Okay, I was at 11:20. Let me get to 11:22. 11:24 is the best I can do. If we have to suffer,
how about you join us in the suffering?
Yeah, what could go wrong? Right, I'm gonna drop it in the live chat Now, look at this free movie night with ITR. I seriously don't think we can just sit and watch this. I'm going to give it to 15. There you go. That's the bet, and then it better pick up some business. Otherwise, I'm bombing it off.
All right. You ready?
Yep. Sorry, I started going again.
All right. 1, 2, 3. The guy doesn't want to sell his shoe store.
Well, this is a collection of people right here. I wonder what made Hulk Hogan fall in love with this script, if I'm honest.
He was the star. I think that's about it. That's all he needed.
Did Hulk ever turn things down? I need to know.
I'd be surprised after this movie.
He was flooded with offers.
Imagine he turned down a good offer to take this movie.
Yeah, like he could have been, I don't know, what came out in 96, like in Bad Boys.
Imagine him in Bad Boys. That would have been awesome.
Well, Martin Lawrence bombed. It's just Hogan and Will Smith. Oh, God. No. There you go. Oh, she's actually got electric fingers. What's going on? Well, she's actually got electric hands. But the rose has been electric.
What are we doing?
This seductive woman has electric hands. And she just electrocuted a rose.
Like a Power Rangers movie?
How did we not?
Spring.
How did that character not transcend to wrestling? That's my question.
I feel like I'm watching a Power Rangers movie.
Oh, here it is. Hulkster's about to get emancipated by their Santa costume.
There we go. Oh, there it is. Hear the music change when the Santa costume came on screen. Dun, 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 dun.
Here comes 11-head.
So, like, I know we're in, like, what, 13 minutes into the movie. Do you have any semblance of the plot of this movie?
No. I have no idea why. I still don't know why Hogan's creeping around everywhere.
Hogan's character doesn't come off likable or like the protagonist at all.
Hmm. Oh, Hogan. Oh, you little brat, he calls him. What's that about, Hogan?
Well, damn. Oh, wow, he called him a brat?
Bad news from Hogan, that. And now a pursuit is underway.
Oh my God. Because he sloppily put his clothes underneath his Santa jacket.
Why has he done that? He's hanging out the back.
I don't understand.
I've got newfound respect for Kenny for marching his way through this film.
Absolutely. You got to give him credit for that.
Santa fraud. This is the first bump Hogan took in 96. Jesus. What is happening? What? He's being robbed by
very,
an elf.
very much confused on what's going on. Oh, it's Bob. It's Bob from That 70s Show.
Yeah, but you know, he's robbing Santa.
Yes.
Why is this? That's the background for Hogan's character. Blake Thorne, the richest man in 10 states. Well, Bob's getting down. What's going on?
Yes, he's very happy. He robbed him. Very happy he robbed him.
Elated. Hogan doing the sell job here. Not very well, by the way.
Word.
Hogan needs that concussion protocol. That's what he needs.
Yes. So he falls and hits his head and is convinced that he's Santa Claus.
Bob's selling him on it big time.
Yes.
I wish everyone could.
I wish everyone could see what we are seeing right now,
It's
ladies
so
and gentlemen.
bad.
This is the worst experience in quite some time in my life.
Oh, Hogan takes another bump to the head.
They're just furthering the amount of time he's going to be out watching. Going to be out due to concussion protocol. Big pop for Santa.
Oh, Santa! That's a partisan pop. And now he's being seduced by the blonde lady.
Yes.
Not the first time that's happened to Hulk Hogan, let me tell you.
Indeed. It's like he just casts his leading ladies to look like Linda.
Oh no, bad optics for Santa. Hulk Hogan's got a black child.
Oh Jesus! What are we doing?
This is not aged well.
He just petted a black kid?
You're petting him!
counting this dude's money.
Why is everyone trying to rob everyone in this?
Yeah, why is everyone awful in this movie? Is that Brenda Song?
I have no idea.
Brenda Song from The Sweet Life of Zack and Cody. I think that was her. I will say this is the most accurate part of the movie. Because that is how conversations with like 4-year-old and 5-year-old little girls go. Even with a 2-year-old little girl, I'm experiencing that now with my daughter.
Oh yeah. Hang on. How does Bob expect to get this money out?
Yeah, like really?
That mean, why did he think?
Why did he think that was going to be like a solution?
Just go to the ATM and be like, thank you very much. Everyone is a robber. It's a thief.
Yeah.
Everyone. Unashamedly.
Beat him up, Brenda Song.
Brenda Song has ruffled these robbers.
Yes.
Oh my god.
Oh, here comes Hope.
He summoned Santa.
Yes. Santa, the hero music being played.
Hulk Hogan's about to do a run-in.
When it comes crashing down and it hurts inside. What you gonna do about it, Santa?
At this point, by the way, Hogan's about to shoot 6667.
Yes.
And they're like, what you going to do about it, Santa? That is absolutely not how it would go down. If I didn't know, let's just suspend belief for a second. If I didn't know who Hogan was, I mean, even if I did, and he stood in front of me like that, I would crap my pants.
Exactly. This is not realistic at all. Who would be stupid enough to even challenge him?
Yeah, these two should have bottled it ages ago.
Yeah, I should have took your money and ran.
Watch out, he's got a candy cane.
Isn't that like a plastic candy cane? What is wrong with these people?
It's like wrestling though, isn't it?
He loves that move. The little clap move. He loves that. He does that in wrestling. He does that in the movies.
Well, the crowd are going wild for Santa. Yeah, we love to clean, Santa.
We love cleaning for Santa. Well, give him his money back if he's going to be very helpful.
He's a mischievous little bastard, Bob, isn't he?
Yeah.
Oh, we've done 23 minutes, SP3.
I think we are commendable for going 23 minutes 38 seconds so far.
Painful. You know, like when you run a 5K and you know, in your headphones, it's like, you have run 2 miles. And it's like, you've done it in however long. That's what I'm doing with this film. I'm like, how long have I been watching this shit?
Because it feels like an hour already.
Yeah, it's all milestones to me. I'm like, okay, I've made 24. Why is Bob walking like this?
Word.
What's he doing?
He's wearing, and they just pulled off in a Vista Cruiser, ladies and gentlemen. They pulled off in a freaking Vista Cruiser. I don't know who these people are. I don't know character motivations. What is going on here?
Nothing about these guys.
I feel like this is like a series of movies just put together and
trying out here fucking people up again
and trying to be put off as one cohesive movie.
What are these set of characters got to do with anything?
I don't know. That's what I'm saying. This feels like a different movie.
Hayden Reich's over here calling the shots.
I feel like this is like the same house where the villain from Three Ninjas used to live. Like this feels like Three Ninjas. Then we go back to Santa. It feels like Jingle All the Way.
I'm yawning.
It's like so many different movies in one here. You got That 70 Show characters. Where is the GOAT Garrett Morris? That's what I want to know. Like that's all I'm waiting for. I think after Garrett Morris scene, I think that's when I'm gonna tap out.
That's when we'll check out. I need to see Mia Kunis make her debut. Hold this film together. What's going on?
How are we nearly 30 minutes into this movie and I have no clue what's going on?
I don't know. Who's chained up? What's what they take? Are they stealing the statue? What?
Only 3 shopping days till Christmas.
Oh, we know the date.
Yes. It's only 6 shopping days till Christmas now.
Correct.
In real time.
People don't do that anymore, do they? The breath thing.
The spray thing? No, they just have gum.
People, which was always easier anyway. Like I don't think I've ever seen anyone in the flesh go like.
Yeah. Mila Kunis, there she is.
There she is, hiding behind the other orphans, presumably. Yeah, go away, brother.
Come inside, children.
Sorry, did anyone hear this array of terrible bad guy laughter?
Yes. So horrible. So bad.
That's terrible.
There's Garrett Morris, the goat. The goat is here. Look, you gonna save the day. Oh no. They took their statue. Uh-oh. Santa's gonna take over.
Gary ain't gonna have it. Look at him.
Garrett ain't having it. He gonna step in front of the truck. Look, he's like, gonna get out of here.
Gary's got some legs on him. Look at him go. Gary, move!
Are you serious?
Gary!
Wait, are you serious? Did they just try to pretend this? This motherfucker.
Hogan's got him.
Time out. That's it, ladies and
Well, that's a great time for me to pause that movie and close that fucking window. I am not watching that anymore. That was half an hour of my life. I will never get back. And I'm sorry we put any of you through it because it was so fucking shit. So bad.
Yo, he stopped the jeez. Yo, there was an ice cream truck about to hit the goat Garrett Morris, and Hulk Hogan grabbed the chain that was connected to the back of the ice cream truck, stood firm in the middle of the street, and held the ice cream truck where the person was driving. A driving vehicle.
Put down. Oh.
A driving vehicle. He stopped with his pure power and strength.
Well, yeah. Why wouldn't he? Can't believe that film only grossed 220 grand. Can't believe that.
Why did we watch this again?
I think Kenny kind of persuaded us. SB3, how many stars for Santa with muscles?
Of the 28 minutes and 28 minutes and 24 seconds of this matchup that I saw, I would rate it -3 stars. -3 stars because in the first 30 minutes of the movie, I should at least know the characters. I should at least know the plot. It seemed like they were just putting stuff onto each other. It's like when your kid makes like a painting and they just put a whole bunch of colors together and it don't look good, but you gotta say it look good. I think that's how the people that produced the money for this film were just like, yeah, it look good. It look good. Yeah.
Like my daughter can draw like cows and dogs. So like no matter what she draws, there's cows and dogs, right? Like it's a birthday card, but you're getting some fucking cows and dogs, right? Like, that's it. That's what this film is. It's a Christmas film, but you're getting Hulk Hogan doing some wild shit. Like, okay, all right then. That is something.
We did try, yo. We did try though. We did try.
I feel like we've spared everyone and ourselves further misery by watching that film. If you do want to put yourself through that misery, or if you're brave enough and then you want to let us know what you thought, there it is. There's the link. Feel free. Fill your boots.
I'm really confused on why we just did that. I'm like very much. When you messaged me a couple of days ago and said that we were doing this, I was like, man, I must really like Garrett Morris if I agreed to do
Uh, well, it was kind of Kenny, right? He said he saw it and he said we wouldn't last, and we were like, yeah, we will. Yeah, we'll do a watch along, and then we can't bail, but we bailed anyway.
He was right. He was right.
He was right.
We made. I don't know if we made it. Did we make it longer than his first initial sitting watching it?
I think he said he lasted 15 minutes the first time. I think we made half an hour.
There we go. We're striving here.
The last 20 minutes of this show, I know there's a few of you in the live chat at the moment. If you would like to ask us anything or set a tone for us to talk about from the past week or anything coming up, please do. Just drop it in the live chat and we will keep it going. We will keep it moving because we can make it very, very fluid into the show. CM says she was too sober for this. You're telling me.
I probably should have done a little something. If I would have known, it was like if I had done a little something, I probably could have entertained myself for longer. And
I think even if I was high watching that film, I'd be like very confused. Need my man to Chris.
I mean, to be fair, Alex, I might be pulling back the curtain a little too much. We have done stuff before Survivor Series 2021, and that didn't make that show any better after Becky and Charlotte.
Listen, you can't be out here telling people I went into Survivor Series impaired. SV3. That's Chris's
we were at the bar. Everybody saw us at the bar. I'm saying we had drinks. We had some drinks. That didn't make the show any better.
We all know who brought the blunt. We all know.
Chris G out here getting shout outs. Yeah.
Chris G is the one. I love Chris G. I hope he sees that. Man, the one thing I did want to kind of get into from this past week of wrestling is Cena's coming back, man. Cena's going to wrestle before the end of this year, basically to keep the streak alive that he's wrestled every year for the past 20 years. It's going to be tagging with Kevin Owens against Reigns and Zayn.
Yes.
Do we think there are ramifications storyline-wise, or do you think it is purely to kind of pop a number at the end of the year? Get Cena out there
to pop a number. They seem like, as far as SmackDown, they're making a more concentrated effort in a similar fashion to what AEW does in December. If you notice, AEW from Winter is Coming. This week they got the Holiday Bash. The next week they got the New Year's Smash, and they're putting some big matches and some big angles in December, because December is usually a slow month in wrestling in general. AEW has tried to change that, and now we're seeing WWE kind of follow suit with SmackDown. This week's SmackDown in Chicago was very well hyped. I wouldn't say they executed that very well, though, because the reason why people were hyped for SmackDown was the whole final segment with Sami Zayn and Roman Reigns, and to find out what Roman was going to do there. And then an hour into the show, they were just like, oh no, Sami and Roman are going to team up in 2 weeks, so you don't have to watch the ending segment. And I was like, whoa. I was like, that's not how I would have done that. I would have kept that intrigue and maybe do the reveal of Kevin. I know they had to make changes because Kevin Owens wasn't there, and maybe if Kevin Owens was there, they could have executed that better. But I thought that was weird. But overall, I thought SmackDown this week was very good, and I just think the Cena inclusion here, it kind of takes away a little bit of the intrigue as well to his appearance, because we got announced this a couple of weeks back, and everybody was like, oh, is Cena going to show up and say that he's in the Royal Rumble? Is Cena going to show up and start feuding with somebody? Now we know Cena's going to show up and be in this tag match. So now I don't know if we're going to see John Cena in the Royal Rumble or not, but maybe they have a promo segment where he's able to do that, and we have something to look forward to.
Yeah, man. The thing with, I'm always down for Cena return, and if the only drawback, I guess, that we've seen him and Roman but it will be an interesting wrinkle with Roman and Sammy as an actual team.
Yeah.
I don't think we're far off the great betrayal. It's just a case of when. I do think obviously it will happen before Montreal, I think. Presumably, or it happens in Montreal for the Ultimate Heat, and then that gets us to where we need to go. But either way, we're not that far off now, so the story's picking up, and I still am very much enjoying it. It's funny because I wonder if for anyone watching this, and yourself included, SP3, like you understand business wise why they announce these things, right? Why they advertise John Cena or whatever, but WWE is selling out most of its venues at the moment anyway, right? Like pay-per-views are selling out, TVs are up for what they were. You could argue they didn't need to do that. They could have left it, like Paige's partner in AEW. We don't know who that's going to be till the night. Could have left this wide open, and
I mean, to be honest, though, as soon as they did that segment in the backstage with Roman Reigns and Sami Zayn versus Kevin Owens and a partner, I already knew who it was. Like that, I was fine. I was fine with that.
You knew, right, that he was coming. But
Yeah.
if you didn't know that bit of news prior, you wouldn't have known. I mean, you might have thought it's possible, but you wouldn't have been like that, right?
Yeah.
I mean, that's my thing, obviously, and I hate to do this, but when I was a kid, that was one of the best things where you'd be like, oh my God, like this person come back or whatever. And obviously I didn't read dirt sheets or anything then. So it might have been out there and I just didn't know, whatever. But sometimes I feel like there are certain situations that could be better left. Cody, for instance, they could have, if they really wanted to, they could have announced beforehand, like, oh my God, Cody Rhodes is back in WWE. Right? It was just amazing the way they did it, though, wasn't it? Right.
Yeah.
And even though most of us thought it was Cody, still when the music hits and it's the music that he had, and and he's the same presentation, American Nightmare, everyone was like, ah. So yeah, I don't know. I feel like this could have been a surprise, but if it pops a number, which it probably will, compared to what they've done, who am I to say? Ace says, Alex and SP3, what is your favorite Christmas movie of all time? I'll let you go first, SP3.
Home Alone 2.
Straight out, straight off the bat.
Straight off the bat. That was in New York. You got Home Alone. Home Alone is one of the greatest Christmas movies of all time, but there's something about in New York, because I'm from New York, that was just different for me as a kid.
Yeah, obviously big Home Alone fan here. Elf, another New York special.
Yeah.
Which is obviously a goated film. If I try and diversify it a bit more than that, Love Actually is a good film. I don't think it's the greatest Christmas movie of all time. It's a good film, great ensemble cast. What's the one with Tim Allen? Is it Christmas with the Cranks?
Or Santa Claus?
Is it? There's one.
Tim Allen and Santa Claus. I know that.
Yeah, there's that one.
They got the series coming out now.
Yeah, so that's the one where like he gradually becomes, and it's okay.
Where basically Santa Claus falls off his house, and then they have to deliver the toys that night, and then they make it back to the North Pole, and that's when he's basically hired for the job of Santa Claus. And then over the next year, he gets fat, grows a beard, all that good stuff.
That's right. But let me tell you something. Tim Allen was also in Christmas with the Cranks, right?
I never seen
that film. It's a good film. I recommend that you all watch that. CM is saying that the Grinch.
The Grinch is cool.
I understood his anger.
That's deep right there. Deep cut.
Listen, there's some strong films. I'll take it a step further. For Christmas songs, right? And I think I've said this before. I feel like, and I know everyone's probably sick of it, I feel like All I Want for Christmas by Mariah Carey is one of the greatest songs of all time. Full stop. Full stop. It is the perfect Christmas song in so many ways. Like just everything that it features, how uplifting it is, like the big finish, everything, right? It leads to the crescendo. It is a great Christmas song. I know we're jaded by it now. I know this, but it's still great. I love, what other Christmas songs do I like? I like Christopher Ray, Driving Home for Christmas. That's a great song.
Nice. I saw Mommy Kissing Santa Claus.
Ooh.
That's my favorite one.
Boys to Men doing Let It Snow is killer.
Oh,
by
yes.
the way. That is a banger. I mean, it was the first time I ever heard that, I think, was on Fresh Prince of Bel-Air.
Yep. Nikki's christening.
Yeah, you know, and they sing the fuck out of that song as well. And then off the back of that, I went and got their Christmas album, right? It has like Silent Night and all that. Oh, just a great album. Just a great
banger.
Album.
Banger after banger on that.
Yeah, obviously Michael Bublé is a good Christmas guy. But he does all the old, he does all the old hits. Not that Let It Snow isn't an old hit, but Wham! Last Christmas is a good song. There's a few in there, man. I would have Mariah at the top, though. I really would.
I mean, Mariah, it gets played so much because it is one of the great Christmas songs out there. So much power to him. I love this whole Christmas medley that Alex just went through.
Yeah, I've just gone down the road.
Awesome
I've got
and yes to Ace, that movie that we suffered through 28 minutes of is Mila Kunis's first acting gig.
It is a shock. I mean, all we saw her do was stand behind a lady.
That's it. I saw Mila Kunis and Garrett Morris. That's what I went to see that film for. And I saw all of 10 seconds of them. Both.
I've just looked at my Christmas playlist on my Spotify. There's some tracks. There's some tracks. Wonderful Christmas Time from Paul McCartney. That's a track. Tony Bennett, Winter Wonderland. Kylie Minogue, Sound of Baby. Oh, there are some tracks. You done got Alex
started here.
But I want to play them, but I just know that we'll get,
we'll get copyright. You got to just sing it. You got to sing it as best as you can. I was singing sitcom themes on True Hill Heat this week. But
I don't know, Temptations. That's a shout.
That is a good shout. We would be amiss if we didn't mention a lot of WWE news that happened over the last week since our last show that doesn't paint WWE in the best light or has caused conversation in WWE's life. First, you got the whole Mandy Rose release from WWE following losing the NXT Women's Championship last Tuesday for a private content site. And then you got the other end of the spectrum, which is kind of, I would say, obstacles or criticisms towards Triple H being caused by two separate reports. The first one being the WrestleVotes report that Triple H is underwhelmed with a number of the people that he's had returned, and he feels like they've underperformed. And then the other end of the spectrum is what Wrestling Observer newsletter reported, that Sasha Banks' asking price to WWE was not met by the company. She wanted to make something closer to Charlotte Flair and Becky Lynch, and they did not view her in that sense. They thought that her star had peaked and that she wouldn't be on top for the next 5 years to make that type of investment.
Right. I stayed relatively quiet on social media when these stories were breaking, just because,
and that's why I made sure to mention it, ladies and gentlemen. I'm here for y'all. We want to hear what Alice really thinks about this.
9 times out of 10, you can't have an honest discourse with anyone around these things, and particularly in the Mandy Rose case, you find yourself waiting for the proper details, because when you jump, everyone says things that they end up looking stupid, right? I'll start with Sasha. I did say this on Twitter. I think, I don't believe that Triple H will have said that about Sasha Banks. And if he did, he's losing his fucking mind, right? I'm not saying that he has to pay her the world and make her, the centerpiece of everything. I said this on the show last week. She is easily the same bracket as the best women they have. Right. That to me, there is no, I saw a lot of people in my comments go like, well, she's not Charlotte or Becky level. Like, please don't mistake how WWE presents someone as to what someone is. Right. Sasha Banks has tangible evidence that she can push ratings, right? That ratings will be influenced when she is on a show. Merchandise as well. She also is like the proud owner of probably the top 6 of the top 10 women's matches that have the best women's matches ever happened in WWE. please, please, please don't come to me saying, "Oh, she's not that great. You know, it's not worth paying her." And you know, her peak and all this. She to me, she's only really scratched the surface of being the top star that she could have been for the company. I think I've said to you a few times, SB3, if they took her boss character, like the arrogance, and had that as like a baby face, right? Like a cool, you know, like kind of like, not saying like The Rock, but you know what I'm saying? Like, you don't try and make her a baby face, you just let her be the boss and she's like red hot. That's money. That is money right there. I just don't know if they've ever really let that happen. And you know, I don't love her as a babyface promo, or you know, whatever she was doing last year with that weird laugh. You know, it wasn't for me. But as a wrestler goes, and like a magnetic character, come on, nobody can stand there and tell me that she isn't like top of the top for WWE. If she's asking for money equal to the bracket of Charlotte and Becky, yeah, she'd be crazy to not ask for that. Like, what is she meant to see herself as? I really couldn't understand all of that. And then I get all these people in the comments going, well, she's a crybaby. She doesn't, you know, she goes home and she doesn't like things, or well, that's another point, right? Like, it's another discussion if you want to have that. The point here is, are you telling me she can't be a mainstay or a staple of the women's division for the next 5 years? That she's past her best? Fuck off with that. Not having that. Not having it, right? Bring your other points. We'll talk about them. Not having that one.
Yeah, I saw so much discourse, and on the Drew Hill Heat podcast, I just mainly asked the question because I didn't hear a lot of people asking that, but I was just basing my question or my point of view of just asking the question because it seems like not a lot of people want to talk about it. Is, by the way, WWE basically treated Sasha Banks and Naomi, and a lot of people 6 months, 8 months later, just like to act like, oh, all they said was they let the universe down. They were right. No, they literally sent out a public release statement to places like Fightful that they don't usually deal with, to all these different places, outlining, basically telling us everything that happened backstage to paint them in a light that made them the bad guys and WWE the heroes that were just trying to look after what the fans really wanted, despite the actual fact that they did not promote the match that Sasha Banks and Naomi was on until the show started, when they had already left the building. And the fact that we have had other situations with other females that was not treated in that matter, that I asked the question of, does the color of Sasha Banks' skin have anything to do with the fact of how they treated her and the fact that they don't want to ask for her asking price? Yes, we can focus on just her walking out on the company in 2019 and coming back, and walking out earlier this year and coming back. But as face value, you said it right there, Alex. At face value, yes. If you ask the question, is Sasha Banks on the same level of Charlotte Flair and Becky Lynch? It's yes. Should Sasha Banks get paid like Charlotte Flair and Becky Lynch? Yes. Does Sasha Banks have the same resume of Charlotte Flair and Becky Lynch? Yes. So that's why I pose that question, because we have to think of other factors of why WWE, because it can't just be, oh no, she caused the issue, she walked out with the company. We are not going to do that, because we wouldn't even have heard reports of them talking to WWE, with her if that was the case. There has to be other factors, and that's why I posed that question. I was not trying to race bait. I was not trying to do anything. I was just merely just saying, I mean, it is an elephant in the room, but I'm going to point, that's an elephant in the room. It's right there.
To me, that's one of the things to think about in the whole Sasha Banks equation. Is like, okay, well, all of those things that being referenced, that's in the Vince McMahon administration. Now, out of all the people I thought would pay Sasha Banks, it's fucking Triple H, right? Like, this is the guy that pushed those monumental moments. He trusted her, gave her the ball to run in NXT when they were main eventing women for the first time, and Iron Women match, and all of this amazing stuff, and obviously what happened with Bayley and that iconic feud. Like Triple H was the main proponent of that. He was the one, propelling them forward to the main event. The main roster, where that revolution really started because of the talent that was able to crop up. Not thanks to Triple H, but in part to him, right? If there's anyone who Sasha Banks might look at her career and say, yeah, right, it would probably be him. Like, she'd be willing to talk to him now that he's at the helm in WWE, and obviously Stephanie McMahon there as well. So for him to then be like, not sure about that asking price when he's bringing back everybody under the sun, like you said, there has to be something. Now, I know we haven't got that much longer, so I'm going to just quickly rattle through the other thing. Mandy Rose, you work so hard, right, to rebrand her, to give her this run, establish her as this force, and revamp her character, right? Have you watched the video in question?
I am a professional investigator, Alex. So I did my investigation and I saw the content in question, and yes, it was scandalous. That's the best word I can.
I sought out the video for the same journalistic purposes. It is just Mandy Rose in a pool, topless. That's it, right? I was expecting a lot worse when I'd heard that she had to go. Right? She had to go.
Yeah. I think if you just see that video, you're like, oh no, that's necessary. But when you see, I did a thorough investigation to see kind of a timeline of how the raciness was getting. So I saw a collection of videos and photographs. When you see the entire kind of investigation, then yes, I do see. Because this is the thing with a lot of the things that we're addressing here. I can see it from both sides. Like on WWE to Sasha Banks with that whole thing, I can see it from both sides. I understand why Sasha Banks is asking for the same thing as Charlotte Flair and Becky Lynch. I also kind of really understand why WWE doesn't want to do that, because on both ends of the spectrum, what is there really for Sasha to do in WWE? Oh, a Bayley match at WrestleMania. That's not quite what it was 2 years ago. She could
really helped Bianca already get to the next
level.
level.
She's already versed Bianca. She could do a few with Rhea Ripley, but is that enough to pull her in a different direction to where what she is planned to do in New Japan? That's a greater impact. So I just think like a lot of the options that I've heard of fantasy booking for Sasha Banks to come back in WWE, it pales in comparison to the impact she would have in New Japan. So on the WWE side of things, it's like, what are we bringing you back for? We don't see you in that light. We don't see you as one of our top level women. We don't see you coming back and beating Ronda Rousey. We see you coming back and losing to Ronda Rousey. Maybe you could do that, but we don't see you at that level. So why should we pay you the same level that we're paying Becky Lynch and Charlotte Flair when there's really nothing that we are going to creatively do that is going to be a driving force to what WWE is doing right now, which is, breaking records, getting record, ticket sales and all this stuff. Is Sasha Banks kind of in that equation? No, I don't think so. So I think the best move for her was to not go back to WWE, and the best move on WWE's back is to kind of look at what all the things they want to do with Sasha Banks, because I think that a lot of fans confuse what they would do with Sasha Banks to what WWE actually would do with Sasha Banks.
I was about to say that. Everyone has to remember SB3 is putting on his WWE hat here, like wisely so, because a lot of what he said is true. It's what are they, they are not going to put her over Ronda Rousey as much as I would put Sasha Banks over Ronda Rousey. They're not going to do that. To go back to the Mandy Rose thing, I watched it and I just thought it's not that bad for someone to lose their job over. I still don't think it's that bad. But again, taking everything into the equation, it kind of had some parallels. It's obviously not the same context, but some parallels with Zelina Vega, where they said, you really got to stop doing that. And Zelina said, well, I'm not going to stop doing it. And they said, okay, well, you got to go. And I think that's what's happened with Mandy Rose. They said, look, you can't be doing that, right? You can't be doing that with us. And obviously, it's making money and all of that stuff. The content is one thing, but monetizing it. And I think Mandy Rose, from what we hear, is earning incredible money doing this. Like, we're talking hundreds of thousands a month potentially. I think Meltzer worked it out the other day that was it $25 a pop to join her, and she's got 25,000.
She raised it from 25 to 40 a month. And
So,
apparently, I think they did some interview with CJ Perry. CJ Perry right now is making more than her highest grossing years in WWE
this
off
is
of
what
her Brand Army site.
Yeah,
So,
in like a month, 2 months, right? Like, you can't imagine the money these people are making. So fair play to them, right?
CJ Perry made $20,000 when she opened up her Brand Army site.
Just
In
like
one
that.
day. In one day. $20,000.
Like it's mental when you think about that, right? So I don't blame them at all if they feel no bumps, right? Right? Your own time, making loads of money, like, great, fair play to them, I say. And I think that's just where the line got drawn, where they said, look, we can't have you carrying on doing that. And by the looks of things, Mandy said, fine by me, right? Like, I'm good doing what I'm doing. And in that case, both parties go their separate ways. Okay, if I don't know. To me, on the surface, my first thing when I saw it, I was shocked. I was like, that is a bit extreme. Like, suspender or something.
Yeah.
Like, I was thinking, that seems a lot. But then when you take into account what she's making and how it all kind of plays out, you kind of go, okay, right?
Yeah.
I guess everyone's happy.
I just need like either her or someone from WWE to come out and say that they at least told her to take it down before she got fired, because we've been seeing a kind of a conflicting reports that there's some reports saying that she was aware that she was putting stuff and that it would be punishable, and then there's other reports that she was never told to take it down or tone it down before she was released. So I just need some type of confirmation that WWE at least told her to tone it down before they released her, because it feels very abrupt and not a well thought out decision.
Yeah, that was my initial thought. Like, we hadn't heard any reports prior, had we? We hadn't heard anything like, and she's been doing it like a little while.
Yeah.
So it's not as if we were heard like, oh, WWE getting fed up with Mandy Rose. There was nothing like that. It was just all like,
it was just out of nowhere. And apparently from Meltzer in the Wrestling Observer newsletter, he says Matt Bloom just showed up on the Tuesday before NXT and let him know, Mandy's site is getting pretty racy, and showed them material. And Sean had to rewrite the whole show and, to make her drop the belt on the title on that episode.
Good for Roxy, though.
Yeah.
We all like to see her being the champ. Anyway, SB3, sorry I put you through that first half an hour of the Christmas film tonight, but thank you very much for sticking with me, brother, and giving your wonderful insight as usual. Please tell our wonderful followers here, and I'm so delighted to see like Safit, CM, Ace Shock, Ace, a few of the regulars all in the house tonight. Always enjoy that. CM's right, Matt the Snitch. He must have known. Tell the people where they can find you this week, man.
Yeah, you can find me on the Twitter machine at TrueHeelSP3. I will be back on your YouTube screens later this week. Believe in Pro Wrestling Podcast, Sportskeeda Wrestling YouTube channel, as well as the True Heel Heat YouTube channel. Thursdays, AE Rambo, reviewing AEW Dynamite. And this Saturday, the last True Heel Heat of 2022. Christmas Eve, we are doing our year-end awards. So Wrestler of the Year, Match of the Year, all that great stuff. Check us out, True Heel Heat. 206 Saturday 11:05 a.m.
I just see on Instagram, right? Natalia is on here with her sister right now, right? Big Dick Energy song playing. She is one nipple away from getting fired.
Yes,
right?
yes.
Like these two. I love Natalia, by the way, but I'm just saying the precedent that's been set. She is one nipple away.
Big nipple energy, y'all.
I mean, this is the road we're going down with WWE apparently now. That, like I said, don't blame us. They've set the bar. God damn it. Right. Thank you very much for joining us here on Monday Night Live on ITR Clips. We do appreciate your custom. Thumbs up, subscribe, share, all of that good stuff. We would love to have you back, but it won't be next week. Boxing Day next week. We're not going to link up. We've got families, damn it. And so do you. So make sure you enjoy the holidays, guys. I really, really mean that. Christmas is one of my favorite times of year. And I hope you all get to enjoy it with your loved ones and you have a wonderful time. We'll be back the following Monday after that, which I believe is the 2nd.
Yes.
We'll be back in business for that. So this is the last one of 2022. Thank you to all of you that have rode with us thus far. We look forward to doing more of it in 2023 as we get into WrestleMania season and the show kicks up a gear. Everyone, thank you once again. Take care and please enjoy Christmas. All the love from the Monday Night Live boys.